Shalom, call halal, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shabbat, Hashem, Kakodash, double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, even the elders that came before them, and taught us his truth. Shalom and salutations, all the brothers out pushing the word and truth and in sincerity, the hopeful light tabernacle. David, the elder Yashawan, back with the WW3 Daily Update. Shalom and salutations to you all, and today is War and Rumors of War Tuesday. And let's just go ahead and get that done. So I can't bear with you. It's gonna be real quick. We're just gonna play a little ceasefire on old tacoed out. So with an hour left to go. This is Matthew 24. And we read Matthew 24:6 in the King James, which reads, and ye shall hear of that famous phrase, wars and rumors of wars. Ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Then we go in, and we immediately look for threats of wars, because that's what we're dealing with. Even though those threats mean nothing, it's all a game at this point. This guy threatens the whole world and then walks it back. Matthew 24:6 is NIV is rumors of war, and LT is threats of wars. Good news. Where's the good news translation? Good news translation. The news of battles far away. So we got rumors, threats, news, and reports. All right, so now we'll just watch this. Breaking. It says live now, but maybe 21 minutes ago. Trump eases Iran threats for 2 weeks, subject to ceasefire deal. Let's watch this and I'll go ahead and close it. This is the breaking news.
Subject to the Islamic Republic.
Okay, from the top, here we go.
And welcome back, everyone, here to Live Now from Fox. I'm your host, Mike Page. We come back to you with breaking news. We were talking about earlier about the markets really showing signs of strength, and now we know why. President Trump just putting this out on Truth Social, saying, based on conversations with the Prime Minister of Pakistan, and wherein they requested that I hold off the destructive force being sent tonight to Iran, and subject to the Islamic Republic of Iran agreeing to the complete, immediate, and safe opening of the Strait of Hormuz, I agree to suspend the bombing and attack of Iran for a period of 2 weeks. This will be a double-sided ceasefire. The reason for doing so is that we have already met and exceeded all military objectives and are very far along with a definitive agreement concerning long-term peace with Iran and peace in the Middle East. We received a 10-point proposal from Iran and believe it is a workable basis on which to negotiate. Almost all of the various points of past contention have been agreed to between the United States and Iran, but a 2-week period will allow the agreement to be finalized. On behalf of the United States of America as president and also representing the countries of the Middle East, it is an honor to have this long-term problem close to resolution. Thank you for your attention to this matter, and then signs it President Donald J. Trump. So that is the breaking news, of course, coming from the White House, coming from President Trump himself on Truth Social.
No praise be to Allah or thank God or any of that?
Less than 90 minutes away from his deadline. Now we are seeing that extension play out in real time. And
so that's a whole taco right there. Trump always chickens
seeing the markets once again jump in futures. Dow futures right now up 400 points. S&P.
So they're just playing with the stock market is what they're doing. They're getting oil futures and keeping this thing somewhat afloat as they try to shift the oil market to the global north, if you will.
500 up 55 points, and NASDAQ pointing to up over 240 points. So again, investors continuing to look at this, and we'll continue to digest that news. And we will wait for more updates, not only from the Trump administration, but the Department of Defense, as well as other policy makers. So stay right here.
Okay, so this is Fox News telling lies. Now, what is Iran's side of the story? Look at all of this stuff over here. Trump declares ceasefire. So it's going out. Breaking Iran ceasefire. Right? So the new thing is ceasefire in Iran. 2-week ceasefire. 2-week ceasefire. This is what they're pushing. After all of that rhetoric this morning, what's today? Monday. So they're today's Tuesday. They're playing with the market. Let's watch this real quick. Bear with me on this. I'm gonna go ahead and close this.
And good evening. We do begin with that breaking news. A last-minute deal tonight between the U.S. and Iran to stop the fighting, at least temporarily, after 38 days of joint U.S.-Israeli military operations against Iran, known as Operation Epic Fury. That agreement announced this evening by President Trump. Iran will reopen the Strait of Hormuz, that crucial oil shipping lane that has been choked off for weeks.
Said who? Iran didn't say that. U.S.-Iran come to last-minute ceasefire agreement. I don't believe it. Iran is going to come out and say, we have agreed to nothing. And where does that leave this? This is them backing up. They ain't made no agreement. They're doing everything unilaterally right
now. And the U.S. will stop its attacks for at least 2 weeks. The double-sided ceasefire, as the president calls it, was brokered by Pakistan. After multiple delays, the president had given Iran's leaders until 8 p.m. Eastern to reopen the strait.
Pakistan said they're not brokering anything. They backed up and said we're on the side of Iran.
Else threatening attacks on power plants, bridges, and more. Let's get right to senior White House correspondent Weijia Zhang for more on all this and the absolute latest. Weijia, good evening. Just this morning, the president was threatening to follow through with a massive bombing campaign against Iran. So what changed?
Well, Tony, we know that at this hour, President Trump is inside working in the Oval Office. And of course, just a short time ago, he fired off that tweet with the critical announcement. We know that intense talks unfolded throughout the day with the Pakistani Prime Minister negotiating.
Why aren't we hearing from the other side? We're hearing what they did from Trump. Why doesn't the other side come out and say, yeah, we made an agreement and there's going to be a ceasefire? Until we see that, ain't no ceasefire. It's a one-sided
ceasefire agreement, and Vice President Vance representing the U.S. in those talks. The president made clear that his top priority for any agreement was reopening the Strait of Hormuz. He said Iran has agreed to the complete, immediate, and safe opening of the strait, and that's why.
And we'll see if any of this is true between now and when they say that the strait is not open, which should take about a day or half a day, because they ain't open nothing until Iran comes out and says, yeah, we opened it, we came to an agreement, none of this. It's all this. Let's go back over it again. Rumor. Okay. This is rumors. Threats, clear threats. Right? News. This is news. This only came about an hour and a half ago. And news is new. Every 15 minutes, something different is going on. The Good News Translation, Matthew 24 and 6. You are going to hear the noise of battles close by and the news of battles far away, but do not be troubled. Such things must happen, But they do not mean that the end has come. No, the end has not come. Certainly not the end of this battle. All right? We don't know what. They never stopped firing. They're not going to stop, even though there's some double-sided ceasefire that I've never heard of before in my life. What does that mean? That Israel is going to stop firing too? Not. We know how this devil gets down. Oh, ceasefire. Ceasefire means as soon as the other side, as soon as Iran stops shooting, open fire on them. And what talks did you have? Because at the end of any talks you have, you go fire a missile on somebody. So what talks did you have? It's not how you do things. This is how you do things. 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. We know exactly how you do things. You got one whole play in your playbook. You're about to run that play again with the U.S. Bank building downtown L.A. Larry Silverstein got one play. He's about to run it. 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. Here's how we know he's about to run it. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Okay? U.S. Bank building, they took out the insurance. Larry owns it. They need a FF, a Fantastic Freddy, according to Marfugel News. So anyway, with that, we pray that the elect ratify. It's just, war and rumors of war Tuesday. With that, we pray the elect ratify.